person to speak is Jerry Sedgwick. I remember years ago living in Flint and going to Detroit. I remember going to stores in rougher parts of town where a person stood behind bulletproof glass and you put your money in a Lazy Susan to get your goods. Fast forward to Minneapolis in the last 3 months, where no such stores exist even in the highest crime areas. But this does exist. I need to ring a doorbell to go to a neighborhood restaurant owned by a Greek person. The door is unlocked, I'm let in, and then it's locked behind me. I go to an international store, same thing. I ring a doorbell, they open the door, and then lock it behind me. I go to a restaurant supply store that's normally jam-packed with people, many of whom are Somali, and you can hear a pin drop. It's nearly empty. I get in contact with a high school. 600 students are not coming to school. Why? Well, because they need to stay at home where their families are, and they can't, and they are afraid to go out. I find out that a friend of my son's is from Puerto Rico, and he won't leave his home. I have a friend who is a doctor with the last name of Garcia, and he carries his passport. All of this, not because we're in a high crime area, but because of high crime federal agents who are ICE. And I don't use the word high crime lightly. These poorly trained federal agents who have been charged with over 90 criminal offenses by courts in Minnesota, who have killed both Renee Good and Alex Preddy, along with dozens of others from neglect in their detention centers, literally created not just fear among citizens from being taken without due process, but economic disaster. And I don't use the word. What follows in the trail of these despicable, deranged, destabilized, dystopic denizens of dungeons, ICE agents, is economic disaster, which makes you think that this is the intent of our current administration, filled with those people who, just like abusers in relationships, deny, distract, degrade, diminish, and destroy while being corrupted by money given to them by AIPAC and corporations who have been deemed individuals. With the inevitable rise in oil prices and fertilizer because of the Israeli war with Iran that we're part of, we will see prices of food and energy go up even more without any hope that the stock market will continue to hang on the sex appeal of AI, the very same AI which will be used to gather private information about us so we can all have our identities illegally used. Let me ask you some questions about our future. Do you want prices to go up?
No!
Again?
No!
Do you want to see ICE in the Upper Peninsula ruining tourism because out-of-state tourists are afraid to come up here?
No!
Do you want our brothers and sisters who aren't white taken to detention centers where they have no hope of getting out?
No!
Do you want to continue giving ICE funding to foster greater economic travesty? Do you want your local police and sheriffs who have been highly trained having to bow to people far less qualified than they are?
No!
Do you want to have crime-ridden areas of the Upper Peninsula like in any big city with the real criminals being federal agents who do not show up in courts for crimes they've committed?
No!
Then keep encouraging our representatives to fight back against ICE funding, to fight back against the abusers in our government, and let us all, here, now, commit to helping each other like what has been done in Minneapolis, and unite before this dark tide comes our way. Thank you.